Yeah, keep in mind there is a geomagnetic storm coming today, so if everything goes tits up, we will pick the game up next week. There's a very real possibility that by midnight tonight there will be no internet. I mean, low percentage chance, but it is an X1 class storm, which is pretty bad. I mean, it could be worse, but X1 is enough to knock satellites out of the sky, so be prepared. Don't call Verizon and T-Mobile and bitch at them too hard. They can't control this.
I got some new dice for my birthday.
Oh, it was your birthday! Happy birthday!
Thank you. I told my husband, I said, you fucked up. This dice has a 1. That's not fair. It's metal and hollow, and it's got squids or octopi all over it.
Cthulhu's.
So, yeah, we'll see how it rolls.
Cthulhu dice. Yeah, there's actually some new Traveler dice that came out. Yet another box. I don't know. You guys might be getting more Traveler dice. These are black and on the, I guess it's the 1. Or no, it's on the 6. Instead of having the Traveler's Aid Society logo, it has an Element class cruiser silhouette. So, and so far, it seems like the Traveler dice have been treating us pretty well. You guys are usually rolling okay, so.
Yeah, we got a variety of skills, which I think helps out. So we got like somebody to roll each type of thing.
Yeah.
Generally.
Yeah, and now Carrie's going to be Super Scion, so.
Ooh, cool.
She's going to have a lot more points, so. All right, so we will be picking up where we left off 2 weeks ago. This will be the conclusion of our Halloween one-off adventure. And this is the Mists of Lamordia. But before we get started, I would like to thank the friends of the Greenwater Guildhall. If you're watching on Twitch, scroll down. You should see some tiles down there. Each of those tiles will link to a website. If you don't see the tiles, click on my profile image, and those should pop up for you. The first on our list is the Speechless Bard. She and her husband make beautiful leather tabletop accessories for your role-playing games, such as leather covers for your core rulebook. She's got a dice rolling mat that when rolled up, it looks like a spell scroll. And she even makes bracelets, leather bracelets with cutouts of different dice shapes in variety of colors. A popular one is the Pride bracelet, where every dice is a different color, if you like to show off your geekiness. If you're ordering, now this is under normal circumstances, if you're ordering for a gift or even for yourself, make sure to give yourself a little bit of extra time because she is in the UK and it takes a while to get to you. With the current shipping problems, if you think this would be a fantastic gift idea, and it is, if you want to order for Christmas, just warning, that ship may have sailed, no pun intended. If you ordered now for Christmas, you might not get it until sometime between April and June. It'll end up sitting on a cargo ship out in the middle of the bay waiting for a docking routine. So just a word to the wise if you want to order, and I highly suggest it. That's what you're going to be waiting on. Next on the list is Fable Beard Company. Fable Beard Company makes beard products such as oils, balms, butters, and co-wash. They also have a line of spray-on colognes and eco-friendly aluminum-free deodorant. Each of their scent profiles is a different fantasy character. For instance, today I am wearing one of their fall scents, the Harvester, which smells of fresh apples. And it's supposed to be like leaves, but I don't smell any leaves. It smells a lot like apples to me. But I'm sure that they have a scent for you. They have many different scent characters. And there's probably one to your liking. If you're a first-time purchaser, you can go to fablebeardco.com and create an account, and they have a buy one, get one free option. Just simply put one item and a beard oil into your cart, and if you use the code FIRST in all capital letters when checking out, the beard oil will be discounted to free. And if you're a fan of our Wednesday Night Traveler game, check out our Traveler webpage via Obsidian Portal, Cynther's Traveler game. If you like the page, go ahead and give us a fan like, and we hope you enjoy the content. The adventure log is written in the manner of news blurbs detailing the events around the area as these guys go through their pirating and pillaging of the Trojan Reach. Many adventures. So where we left off, you guys had been invited to the city of Ludendorff in Lamordia to attend Maisel's wedding. And Maisel, basically it was a political wedding. She's never met the groom. And she doesn't know anything really about him other than that his name is Adam. And they have come to Ludendorff discovering that there have been a series of murders in the streets, mostly of prostitutes. Different body parts are missing from the bodies, have been taken. And the person that the doctor that is putting them up at the academy, or Ludendorff University, he has given them rooms at his own private manor, number 444 Bochter Street, and they have gone upstairs for the night and dealt with some things. So where we left off, so in the master bedroom suite, they ran into a marionette type clockwork doll that was trying to stab them with a large hat needle. That was fun and games. And the doctor is said to be downstairs in his private laboratory doing whatever. But Brian went into this other room, and a corpse-like body known as a Jiangshi has risen from the bed. The Jiangshi is a case when a soul becomes trapped in the corpse. And maybe you guys remember, I don't think I had you roll for initiative in this circumstance, because I didn't even see the Jiangshi on the initiative board. So the Jiangshi is now on the board, and everybody can roll initiative.
I broke the first board and went off on my own.
All right. So Brian got a 6, is what you're saying? There. A 9.
Hey, we're in a war situation. Let me walk in this room by myself.
Right, yes. Let's see. So between Pepperell and Maisel, which one of you wants to go first?
So wait, were we rolling the initiative a new time?
Yes.
Okay, all right. I got to change my back then. I was confused if it was just one person or... Okay. Go on.
Pepperell can go first.
Okay.
Also has an 11.
Oh. So between Pepperell and Mike...
I don't mind. I'll go last.
Okay. So between Pepperell and Mike, which one of you wants to go first?
Go, Mike. No, let's mix it up. I might go first.
Okay.
So Pepperell wants to go first? All right.
No, Mike, Pepperell, and Maisel.
Okay, gotcha. All right. So... So you guys over in the master suite, these doors here are left open. You know that Brian had left to go investigate another room. And you hear Brian scream out like a little bitch. Carice, Carice, what would you like to do?
Oh, shit. I didn't think at 15 I'd go first. Let's see, what's the distance?
Oh, the other thing to bring up about recap is that you guys did find a note, and the curious thing about the note was that it was a note from Doctor Klause to to somebody named Dr. Mordenheim, and he is evidently quite infatuated with Dr. Mordenheim. But the most distinguishing characteristic is that it is written in the same handwriting as the wedding invitation that was sent to Maisel. And Maisel was under the impression that the wedding invitation itself came from Dr. Mordenheim. But in fact, no, it is now known to you that this wedding was all constructed and created by Dr. Klause. To what end, you're not sure. It seemed like in the note that he had some plans that he created Adam, and that he was going to marry Adam to something else, and that Maisel was part of that creation of something else to create a prince and princess of Lamordia.
I know, apparently, maybe I need to go to the gym or something like that, because he only wants my head.
Right, he only wants your head. Yeah, so, yeah. So, poor Maisel has been stood up, the night before her wedding. She's always the corpse, never the bride.
Yeah.
So, yeah, these doors are open, and you see this thing get up. It basically looks like a corpse that's moving, but it doesn't appear to be like an animated corpse. It is undead, but it moves with intelligent purpose. So, Curice, you've moved to these open doors. What would you like to do?
That's a double move to get there, so that's all I can do.
Okay. Anything with a bonus action?
No, nothing that I think is going to help at this particular time. All I'll do is a free action, like dead people walking. So that everybody else kind of knows what's going on.
Okay. So, Mike, what would you like to do?
Been counted.
Cordy will get you to the door.
Another 40.
How far do you want to go?
I mean, if I can assess my situation.
You can get to about here. Like here or at the side.
I'll be there.
Okay. Let's see here.
Run in there and snort at it.
Yeah, there's about 10 feet of distance between you and the Jiangxi. Do you have anything with 10-foot reach?
No.
Okay. Okay, so you snort at it. It snorts back. And the air that comes out of its nose smells vaguely like a fart. Pepperell, what would you like to do?
I'm going to commence to cutting a hole in the floor with my sun sword.
Okay.
Right in the corner right there, because I've counted squares, and it should let me drop down a floor into Section 8.
That is correct.
Sher's just like, nope, I'm out.
This is... So are you dropping down to Section 8?
Well, first I want to cut the hole. I don't know how long that will take.
Okay, so your action is to cut the hole. I would say that'll probably take a round or a turn.
I don't know if it's a stone-laid floor or just timbers or
it's
what,
just,
or I might have to put out the smoldering remnants.
It's just timbers. So, yeah. Make a perception check.
Let's see here. Oh, 18.
So you cut this hole in the floor, and drops down, and there's smoldering, and mixed in with the scent of the burning wood. Hold on here. Let me see what this is. You catch the wafting scent of death coming up through the hole.
Death.
Smells like morning at home.
Yes.
Okay, I'm not going in yet. I just wanted to see if we can find a way to get into Section 8 without traipsing through the whole building.
Sure, you can do that. Maisel, what would you like to do?
Well, I kind of want to follow Pepperell down the hole in the floor, because my alleged betrothed is down there, probably.
Or close by, yes.
I should work on that. But I should probably help the group, although I can't get very far. So, for now...
I will tell you, Jiangxi are no joke.
Yeah, I'll move towards the action, but I think I can only make it to about here. Is the door open?
It is.
So I can see it?
Yes.
The Jiangxi? Okay. Then, what do I need line of sight for? I'm going to hold monster.
Ew. All right, so he gets... Is that a wisdom save?
That is, hold on, it is a wisdom save, yes.
Okay.
16.
He gets an 18 on his save.
Damn it. Good.
With his +6 to wisdom saves.
Wow.
+6 for wisdom? It's just a corpse.
Yeah, he is a CR9 creature, so...
Corpse? I should have Googled it. Corpses are not supposed to be smart. Okay, then with my bonus action, I will give Bardic Inspiration to Brian.
Okay. So Brian gets... Is that a D8 now or a D10?
D10.
All right. D10 to attacks and saving throws. Mr. Brian.
Why did I, the black guy, in a horror thing, decide to go off on my own?
I know. I mean, you might as well have just hidden in the room behind the wall of chainsaws.
Right. You just got out of the shower, you were wearing just panties and a towel, and you went in the basement.
Wait, I thought going upstairs was what screwed you. Because you can't go. Yeah, the basements have windows sometimes, at least. I mean, I guess you could, I don't know, whatever. Anyway, I get what you're saying.
Well,
No, I have a good weapon against undead and fiend creatures, so lure them to me. I'll mess them up. But my legs are short, so I can't go super far.
Watching a dwarf run is hilarious.
All I've got is my +1 longsword, so I'm hoping that that's good enough to counter something of this undeadness.
So, it is immune to being charmed, exhausted, frightened, paralyzed, or poisoned. This other stuff I'll let you... You've never run into a Jiangxi before. So I will allow you to find some of this other information out as you go. So, Brian, are you using a shield?
I have one, but I do not have it equipped correct. I have one. Should I equip it instead of my sword?
Okay. I was just wondering. So, yeah, you can go ahead and make an attack. It is not going to be in any way hindered by your weapon. So, I mean, you're not... It's not resistant to anything.
Okay. Coolio. Well then, I step up to this fool. Like, Hey, undead thing. I don't like you. We're gonna fight now. You scared me. I don't like that. But I'm gonna step over here to hopefully give other people a shot at it that I'm not directly in their line of sight.
Good idea.
And I'll make my first attack if I can.
Yeah, there was
I'm supposed to add the
there was a web short. I'm sorry, what was that?
What did you say?
There was a web short that came out about the ridiculousness of D&D rules, and it came to one person's turn, and she was trying to fire a bow, and she tells the other party member, "Hey, step out of the way." And she's like, "Okay," and she just keeps standing there. She's like, "Why are you just standing? It's not my turn. I can't move yet."
Can't we all attack at once?
Yeah,
Why are we taking turns?
That's good in movies.
Right. So yeah, go ahead and make your attack.
Everybody chooses to hold their attack and we all like mass spam a person at one turn.
Hey, I've actually had those games.
Okay, cool. And I'm supposed to add the defense to that, right?
You can, yes.
Okay.
You might wanna save it unless you don't hit.
Oh, I only get one time for it. Okay.
Yes.
Then I'll not add the defense. And does a 15 hit?
It does not.
Let me roll that d10 then. Does a 25 hit?
Yes, yes it does.
Thank you for the d10. I rolled a 10. Alrighty. Uh, 14 damage.
Okay, your next attack.
All right. Does it have to be a magical weapon to hit this thing? Do I know?
It doesn't seem to be. It has no resistance to non-magical weapons.
All right. Then I guess I will use my two-weapon fighting style to attack with my short sword as well.
Yeah.
All right. 27. Wait, I think I'm supposed to. Yeah, whoops, forgot math. 25.
Yeah, that gets him.
Yay! Alright. For 11 damage.
Okay. And do you have a third attack?
Yes, I actually have 4.
Go for it.
This time it's with the long sword again, and it is a 28 to hit.
Yep.
Why am I keep moving my dice out? Wait, on thing. Damn it. Well, 10 points of damage.
Okay.
All right. Now here's where I have a question because I'm just not going to go now. Is as a fighter, I get like I have 3 attacks. Does the third attack happen with my regular weapon as well?
Yes. So,
Okay.
so do you have 3 attacks and a bonus action, or do you have 2 attacks?
Yes.
Okay. So 3 of those attacks would be with your main weapon, and then your short sword would be your bonus attack.
Okay, cool. So I've already used the bonus and 2 of the regular attacks. I have 1 more regular. Okay. Oof. What? I'm assuming I already know my 11 doesn't hit.
No, 11 misses. Now, technically, as a fighter, you could action surge and do that again. All of
them
it.
or just that last one?
All of it.
Yes, I will do that.
Okay.
All right. Action surge! Do I have to shout it like that?
Yeah, of course.
All right. 26 to hit.
Yes.
Sweet. Where did you go? Stop moving the dice out of the way, Brian. Okay. 15 damage?
Okay. Wow,
We
Brian.
were established that misses. 19 hit.
That hits.
Sweet. For 17 damage.
Okay.
And my bonus with the short sword. 22 to hit.
Yep.
For 10 damage.
Okay. So I just have this image in my head of Brian running up to this thing, screaming like a little girl and slapping it. Like, ah!
Swinging my sword and stabbing with the short sword and swinging my sword.
Right.
Get it away from me.
Helga, what would you like to do?
I hear Brian scream, and I sniff the air, and I go, "There's evil afoot!" And then I start smashing the door.
Okay.
And I get about to here, and I probably push these other two people out of the way, sort of, while I jostle my way in there.
Yeah, you're short but dense.
And I spot the evil, and I get really pumped about attacking it on my next turn.
So when Helga comes into the room, you see the Jiangshi look at her, and specifically at her holy symbol, and bare what's left of its teeth in its corpse-like, or its rotten corpse mouth, and hiss at her holy symbol.
I'm used to it.
The Jiangshi, just having gotten into a slap fight with Brian, is going to make 3 slam attacks and use consume energy. So its first slam attack, rather. 23 to hit.
Ow.
Okay.
I should have a higher AC than I do now. I'm not the black.
For 13 points of bludgeoning damage.
I have a question here.
Yes.
Before I do what I'm going to do.
Okay.
How many superiority or combat dice, whatever, can I use in a superiority die? Can I use in a single turn?
Well, I don't think there's a limit on how many you can use. I think so. You're a battle master fighter, is that right?
That's correct.
And let me guess, you're thinking of doing. You're probably thinking of doing a repost.
Yeah. No, repost is the thing. I was gonna go with parry because he did hit. If he misses, I can do repost. If
Okay.
he hits, I can do parry.
So you would be. So it doesn't matter how many die you spend. Well, I guess with a parry you can spend 1 superiority die, but you only get 1 reaction per turn.
Ah, that's how that works. Okay.
So yeah, you can try to parry it. Like I said, he got a 23.
So it's gonna hit. The question is, how much damage?
13.
Do I feel like that was a lot of damage for this creature?
It was about average.
All right, I will hold off on my parry then and just taking that hit.
Okay, so his second attack, he misses with an 11. His third attack, 25 to hit.
Oh, that is.
This sucks. For 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
I guess I should have parried that first one. Oh.
And then the Jiangshi starts to draw energy from you. You need to make a DC 16 saving throw.
There will be no drawing energy from me. So apparently I used all of my wonderful rolls on my attacks. And that was a nat 1.
So you take 20 points of necrotic damage.
What does that mean?
So 20 hit points damage. And the Jiangxi regains 20 hit points. Now, hold on. There's more to it than that.
I thought there would be.
Jiangxi gains the following benefits for 7 days. Its walking speed now increases to 40 feet, and it gains a flying speed equal to its walking speed, and it now is hovering.
Fuck.
Yeah, that's fun. Carice, you see this strangeness happening. What would you like? You just see like this flow of like black transparent energy flowing out of Brian's eyes, nose, and mouth into the Jiangxi, and you see that Brian has physically withered and weakened from this little exchange. What would you like to do?
Hold on, Brian. I got a 8d6 fireball that's the problem solver.
You're resistant to fire, right?
I'm about to jump behind that table and put it.
There's no about resistance.
There's so many grenade jokes.
No, but I will go ahead and start with a scorching ray.
Okay, so you probably want to move first, because otherwise you're going to have to fire through the dwarf.
Yep, I'm just going to step inside the doorway right there.
There you go.
Nice little clear line of sight. And at this level, I should get 3 rays now.
I thought you got 3 rays at level 1. I think you can. I think you can. For Scorching Ray, I thought it was always 3. Let me double check that though. I mean, at your level, I don't know, you could. I'm going to shoot 22 rays at it. Let's see.
1 additional ray for every slot used above second.
Right. So, yeah, at level 1 or level 2, you cast 3 rays of fire, and you can raise that for every level beyond 2. You can add an additional ray.
I'll just do the basic.
Okay, so that's each ray is 2d6 fire damage.
Yep. Let's see. First attack. Double check. Okay. 23 on the first one.
That hits.
Second one is a 19.
That hits.
Third one is an 18.
That hits.
So let's see.
Now he's going to look like a corpse that's a burn victim.
Let's see, 9. That's 36 damage.
Jesus. Okay. Well, that definitely got his attention. Anything with a bonus action?
How's it looking? Is it looking pretty fried, pretty healthy?
Oh, yeah. It's looking pretty burned after that.
Okay, then I'll go ahead and hold off.
It's now naked.
I'll take a stab at it.
Okay. Mike, what would you like to do?
Mike.
Now,
Please take care of this naked floating thing in front of me.
now it smells like rancid barbecue in here.
Vol only helps those who help themselves.
Did you drink barbecue?
Yeah, so Mike is going to rage and step forward.
thing happens when I rage.
All the things.
All the things happen.
I'm gonna get some guardians.
Okay, so the first creature I hit until my next turn has disadvantage on any attacks that are not on me.
Okay.
And if they do hit somebody else, then that person gets resistance.
Okay.
So I'll do that, and then I'll attack the thing.
Okay.
With my fence. Cats are not helping today. Nat 20.
Nice. Do your double damage.
Okay. I do double damage, and I have brutal critical, which gives me an additional die.
Yep. It's all double.
So 32 damage.
Okay. So, Mr. Corpsey Burn Victim is no more. And you add to the puddle on the floor. Now, while you slash this Jiangxi out of the hole in the floor, Pepperell holds up his sword, and of course, because it is a sunblade, it is shedding light. And down in the hole, let me bring these up into view. Pepperell can see that there are 3 zombies down here. One of them is rather large. It's not an ogre, but it is the size of an ogre. It is just a fat, bloated, dead man. Very strong in life. And there are 2 regular zombies down there. The ogre zombie... Hold on, let me pull up zombies. Zombies. The ogre zombie grabs one of the regular zombies and tosses it up the throws it up the hole at Pepperell, and it lands here.
Are zombies that strategic?
Nah.
This one is.
You gotta watch the movie War of the Dead.
Okay.
Or World War Z.
In World War Z, zombies have babies.
Yeah.
Oh.
Which, I mean, babies are stinky anyways, so... That is concentrated evil coming out of you. So, Mike, you have more, I assume you have another attack. And, of course, movement. And you can hear Pepperell say something about, and Pepperell, you have an aura of, like, flies around you, is that right?
Yep, poison damage if it starts its turn there.
Yeah, so, let's see here. Oh, he's immune to poison. So, Mike, what would you like to move in that direction? I don't know if you have any javelins or something. If you can move and you could throw at this zombie. So you wouldn't be able to dash. But what's a Minotaur's movement speed? Like 40? You can pull a Spartacus and throw a short sword at it.
Are they muted?
I'm not sure. Are you there?
Movement speed is 40, so after attack I would go get to there.
Okay. So you would have your other attack if you wanted to use like a javelin or something like that.
Would I be able to aim it down the hole?
Well, the ogre zombie, or the large zombie, and another zombie are down there, but he threw one of the zombies up through the hole here.
Sure.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Does a 12 hit?
Yes, it does.
Oh. 8 damage to the javelin.
Okay. Okay. And anything with a... Oh, you already used your bonus action to rage. Right. Pepperell, what would you like to do?
Bonus action, cast Hex on said zombie.
Okay.
And I will choose to use disadvantage on wisdoms.
Okay.
And then I will use my regular attack for finger guns.
Okay. Now, you're pretty much at point blank range, so finger guns are going to be at disadvantage.
Has it gotten to act yet? Will it get a reaction on me?
It won't get a reaction on you.
So I can move away with no opportunity attack.
Right.
I'll do that.
Yeah, he hasn't had a chance to go or do anything yet, so.
Okay, then I'll finger guns.
Okay.
19 hit.
Yep.
7 plus my dice 6. 13 total. Second finger guns.
Okay.
21 to hit.
Yep.
7 plus my dice 6. 8 points force damage.
Okay. So hold on here. Oh, damn it. So this zombie goes down, and he was one shy of his undead fortitude, coming back with 1 hit point. He is dead.
Then I'll move 5 feet back towards the hole and use my third figure guns on the ogre zombie.
Okay.
Does a 14 hit?
Yes.
No. 7. He doesn't get the extra dice 6, so 7 damage.
All right.
I can't move the hex yet. I'll have to use my bonus next turn.
Okay. Maisel, what would you like to do?
Okay, I'm gonna run back. Hold on. Let's see if I can make it. Well, nope, I cannot. And I can't get anywhere where I can see them.
No.
So, I guess I'll just move towards it.
Okay.
Right about next to the dead zombie. I think I could make it to right up there.
Okay. Anything with bonus?
Let's see. Who needs inspiration? I will give inspiration to Pepperell.
Okay.
Go.
Because cutting the hole in the floor was inspired.
Yes. In fact, if Pepperell doesn't have an inspiration point, he's going to get one for his inspiring move.
I do have a lightsaber.
Yeah, true. That is true. So, Brian, you can hear that there is a commotion back in the master bedroom. What would you like to do?
I will cautiously make my way over there. Be like, what the hell is in this building? And I think I can move here, basically into the hallway. Like, you guys crazy. I mean,
Okay.
I guess I could dash to go in there, so I'm not gonna have to attack this turn. So.
Yeah, you could dash.
That's all. What's going on over here, guys?
Okay. The other zombie, let's see, what's he gonna do? Not much, but we'll see. So the other zombie is like clawing at the wall and trying to climb up, but is failing miserably trying to climb. Helga, what would you like to do?
I guess I'll dash back. All the evil got defeated. Hey, what's going on over here now? More evil?
More evil.
Can I smite any of them? You found a zombie hole? This place has everything.
The ogre zombie is going to rinse and repeat. Picks up the zombie scrambling at the wall trying to climb up and tries to huck him at Pepperell. But misses Pepperell. And the zombie goes flying up and lands over here. Whoops. And then the zombie, the large zombie, as a free action, takes a step forward and opens the double doors. And Pepperell can just make out that the floor, a series of things, small things on the floor, starts to scramble in. And they are crawling claws. Let me find that.
Crawling what?
Crawling claws. And they will go on 7. Luckily for crawling claws, they're pretty dexterous. All right. Carice, what would you like to do? I believe Carice, there you are.
Sorry, I had a cat on my lap that was being difficult.
Ah, as they usually are.
Let's see. Looks like I can get to here. The zombie is still in the room. Well, it's not going to help. Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of have to lay my turn. Not a lot I can do without hitting somebody.
That's true. It is a kind of a busy room right now. I mean,
I'll take a double movement just to get me over here to a better line of sight.
Okay.
Then that'll be my turn.
All right. Mike.
So that guy's a zombie thing?
Mm-hmm. Yes, he is a regular zombie.
Can you use the zombie as a ranged weapon against the zombie down the hole?
I don't see why not. I don't think a zombie's going to do a whole lot of damage. Get back in the hole.
Back your home.
Yes.
So what would I have to roll to make a zombie into a ranged weapon?
So it would be a... well, first you're going to have to grapple the zombie. So that so your first act. So this would be a 2-turn thing. So your first action would be to grapple the zombie. So that would be a strength athletics check contested against the zombie. And I don't think that's going to be difficult because the zombie only got a 5.
Mike got a 21.
So the zombie is now grappled by Mike. And on your next turn, you can make a improvised weapon attack by throwing the zombie down the hole. But anybody else who wants to attack the zombie right now, will have advantage on the attack. So I don't know, you might just be throwing a dead corpse by the time it comes around.
That's fine.
Okay. Pepperell.
You like throwing your gun.
Yes.
Question on lightning lure. I can pull something 15 feet.
Right.
Can I pull it up out of the hole and into this room?
I would say yes. I mean, it's a little weird, but yeah, sure.
Okay, first I'll use bonus action to move Hex to the ogre zombie.
Okay, so let me hex him.
Then I will cast lightning lure with 11th level.
Okay.
Ogre zombie to yank him yo-yo off the hole.
Okay.
18 strength DC.
All right. Nope, he only got a 12.
Okay, he takes 3d8 plus the Hex 6. 13 points of damage, and yoink.
Okay. And so, the ogre zombie is now up out of the hole.
Okay, that's my turn.
Okay. So, Basil, you see this rather large zombie come sucked up out of the hole with Pepperell's lightning lure. What would you like to do?
Gee, thanks, bud.
I'll bring it to you.
So you could have advantage attacking the zombie that that Mike is grappled with.
Yeah.
Or you can attack this rather large one.
I'm going to take a few steps back because I feel like that would be something Basil would do. I'm more than 5 feet away from the grappled zombie, so I don't provoke it. Well, it's tied up or grappled or whatever, so it can't attack me.
Right.
I'm gonna move back, like, to here.
Okay.
Because GTFO, and then I'm going to hit that one with my crossbow.
Okay. You have advantage on the shot. That hits.
All right.
Okay.
9.
Zombie.
And for reference, the prior spellcaster hold monster, this ogre zombie is now disadvantage on whiz saves.
I thought you moved the hex to the netted zombie.
No, he moved it to the ogre.
Okay.
All right.
Noted.
You get a second attack, I believe, don't you?
I do. Okay, I'll do that next round. I guess I'll go after the same one with advantage.
Okay.
Which
that hits.
Luckily, it was at advantage.
Wow, and you did 13. Okay, so this zombie at first seems to die and then comes back to life with 1 hit point.
Boo.
His zombie fortitude saved him. Anything with
for my bonus action, I will give Bardic Inspiration to Helga.
Okay. All right. So Helga gets a D10 to attacks and saving throws. Mr. Brian, what would you like to do?
Okay. I suppose maybe kill the zombie so it becomes a dead zombie up on... Which one's got the 1 hit point? This one?
Yep. The one that is grappled by Mike.
Okay. Grab the brain. Okay, yes. I will move to here and just flick it in the forehead.
You have advantage on the flick.
Well, I mean, I'm going to hit it with my sword, but, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, you said advantage. Where's my other die? Apparently, advantage means nothing to me. Does a 17 hit?
It does.
Oh, sweet. Thank God. Okay. Then in that case... For 11 damage?
Okay. So now he has to make a DC 15 con save. Shit. And he succeeds. He is still alive with 1 hit point.
Mm-hmm. Son of a bitch.
You can hit him again.
Is he going to take damage when he gets thrown at the other one?
Probably, yes. But I mean,
All right.
the other one will take damage regardless, so.
I'm just trying to think if I'm wasting attacks if he keeps getting the con save either way, trying to kill it, and it's probably going to take that one hit point either way.
Well, the more damage, so the way the con save works is it's 5 plus the damage taken. So you could potentially, at some point, the bell curve is going to come so high that he can't succeed. But he does have a +3 to his con, so.
Gotcha. Well, then let me try it. Are they all advantage or just that first one?
You still have advantage. He's still grappled.
Okay. All right, then 21.
Yep.
Establish that.
Yep.
16 this time.
Okay. So he has to get 20, a soft 20, in order to stay alive. And he fails with a nat 1. So the regular zombies are no more. You still have another...
It's still being used as a weapon.
Yeah. You still have another attack and a bonus action. Do you have any movement left?
I do. I have another 5 feet of movement, I think.
You could take... Let's see here.
I have like 9 feet of movement.
Yeah, you could potentially move like right here and make an attack on the ogre zombie.
All right, then I will go here. And I'll make that attack. This one is not an advantage, correct?
Correct.
Oh, man, so many 19s. I keep missing that 20, man. I keep missing that 20. They're like my 5th 19.
Well, it still hits.
Yeah, there's a 28, actually, with all the stuff I need to it, but... For 12 points of damage?
Okay. And your bonus action.
What did I just... Sorry, I keep rotating my shit on accident. Everything's upside down. I used the bonus action for the first one to, hopefully that it was going to do less damage to it and be enough, but it wasn't, so I have one more regular attack.
Okay.
25?
Yes.
Fucking hell. 10 points of damage.
Okay. So you slash this large zombie, and it kind of lets out a bestial roar with a gasping hiss at the end of it. Downstairs, the crawling claws. What is their movement? The crawling claws move into the room and start to make their way up the hole. But that's all they... Well, I guess they could dash. Yeah, they're going to dash. Get them up into the room.
Damn it. I just realized I could have done fine on my turn.
So these disembodied hands are crawling up out of the hole. Helga, what would you like to do?
Finally smite something. God, really?
Well, I mean, you could still throw... I mean, so smite, divine smite is just if you hit. You could... Is it a melee attack, or can you do that with like a javelin?
I don't know.
Let me double check the wording on that. Because I know you could throw it on like a shield bash. Paladin.
people say no.
No.
It's range.
When you hit a creature with a melee weapon attack is the specific wording. So, no. But, I mean, if you wanted to chuck a javelin at a crawling claw, I mean, a javelin's probably going to kill it.
Okay, I'll give that a shot. I gotta kill one thing at least. It's 14.
On principle alone. You've got to kill something on principle alone.
A 14 does hit.
Okay, cool.
And this is probably the one that you hit since it is in clear line of sight.
D6. Okay. 6.
Okay. So Helga throws a javelin and tacks a crawling claw to the bed, and it stops moving.
I really want to hit this big zombie, though, at some point.
I believe you have another attack.
Oh, I do have another attack. I can't reach that, though, can I?
No, but you could throw a javelin at the big zombie if you wanted to.
Okay, I'll do that. Ooh, crap. No, wait, but I got inspiration, so I'm kind of see that. Really? I got 9.
That hits.
Really?
Yeah.
Yay.
So D6 plus your dex modifier.
5.
Okay. Another 5 to the big zombie. So who now has a big wooden shaft sticking out of his chest.
Someone light it on fire. I'll do with my turn, I think. I have an aura of courage, so no one can get scared. That's right next to me.
Excellent. So the ogre zombie is going to swing his shovel that he's carrying at Pepperell. Because that sounds like what the ogre zombie would do. And misses with a 12. And ogre zombie looks disappointed in himself. Carice. I mean, it would be way overkill, but a lightning bolt would take out all of those crawling claws.
What was that?
I said it would be extreme overkill, but a lightning bolt would take out those crawling claws.
Can my belt counterattack and miss? It says when the wielder is attacked, but that's just the words we typed up. What do you?
It's when you're attacked, so yeah. I mean, it would work like a repost.
It'd be kind of fun to grapple him after he misses me.
Sure, you can do that.
So 26 takes 3.
Okay.
25.
Yep.
And a 23. So I think I stopped him. He's disarmed and grappled. Save DC 18.
Okay. So on his turn,
he gets advantage on him.
Whoops. Okay, so he is now grappled by Pepperell's tentacle belt, which isn't creepy at all. I still think it looks like like a piece of rope with a bunch of used condoms hanging off of it.
Disarmed, so he doesn't have a shovel anymore.
Yeah, he no longer has a shovel. So, excellent. So, Carice, what would you like to do?
We don't have lightning bolts. Let's go with... How strong are these things? Has anybody picked up on
The crawling claws are not particularly strong. They have a +1 to strength.
Well, I mean, has anybody dropped them in like a decent amount of hit points?
They have 2 hit points each.
Oh, well, then let's do this to make it a little easier. We'll go with a magic missile.
Okay.
I will use a meta magic to twin spell that.
Okay. So that's 6 darts. So you can do 3 to one and 3 to another.
Or I could do 1/1, then the big guy.
You could.
So let's go with the first crawling thing.
Okay. So there's 3 crawling claws and an ogre zombie.
Yeah, we're just going to go down the line closest to me.
Okay.
So damage on the first one is going to be 2.
So he's done.
Second shot to the next guy for 4.
And he's done.
Next guy in line for 5.
And he's done. That is
And is
all the crawling claws.
this one still alive over here?
Oh, I'm sorry. There were 4 crawling claws. My bad.
Go ahead and take him out with the 4th shot for 4.
Okay, so he is done.
And then that should leave me with 2 left for the big guy.
Yep.
Which is going to be 4, 6.
Okay. All right. Anything with a bonus action?
Meta magic for the turn.
Oh, that's
was
right.
pretty much.
That's right. That's right. All right. So, Mike, you are holding a dead zombie.
Yeah, we're about to get beat with a zombie. That's how this is gonna go. And now that he's a melee weapon,
Smite with it.
Well, she's a barbarian, but still.
I smite anyway.
Right.
Can I turn a zombie into a hexblade weapon? Oh.
Not a very good one.
That'd be creepy.
So would it just be my strength, or am I proficient with beating a guy with a guy?
No, it would just be your strength.
Okay.
Unless you had improvised or improved any weapon or whatever it is.
Does a 25 hit the zombie with a zombie?
It does. So, zombie is going to do 1d4 plus your strength modifier for damage.
You're at advantage, so if you didn't already roll crit, you could.
Yeah, you could try.
Another attempt.
You could try again, see if you get a crit.
Rage bonus crit with zombie on zombie action.
I did not critical, unfortunately.
All right.
So D4. So that's 7 damage.
Okay. Your next attack.
Uh, 19.
Yep.
Ooh, for 10 damage.
Oof.
Do I still have zombie, or is he goo now?
He's falling apart, but you still got him. Anything with your bonus action?
No.
Okay. Pepperell.
I will toll the dead on grappled ogre zombie.
Okay. So.
With save DC 18, he's at disadvantage.
Okay. No. He gets 3.
And because he's already taken damage on it, 3 die 12 instead of 3 die 8.
Yes.
16 plus the hex, 6. 19 points of damage.
Okay. So he. Nat 20. He's got 1 hit point.
Then I will move with him grappled so he's over the hole.
Okay. Did you want to let go?
No, I'm just going to hold him over there threateningly.
Okay. And he's going, hole bad. Maisel, what would you like to do?
If he frees himself from the grapple, he'll fall.
That's true.
Done.
So, Maisel, what would you like to do?
I am going to cast Dissonant Whispers.
Okay. So, he has to make a whiz save at disadvantage. Nat 1, you're going to do double damage.
Oh, yes. And I don't need to do level 4. I'm going to do level 3.
Okay.
No, I probably need to do that. So that's a 16.
Oof.
So double 32.
Okay. Just gonna
The
see.
Dissonant Whisper is going to say, "Is Adam hot?" That's what's happening.
And so the ogre zombie drops dead. He did not make his save. He would have had to make a 36 to save, and he fails. Down in the hole, you can see that there is a stairwell that goes down into the basement. And you can see that the basement, that at the end of that little stairwell, it's a very short stairwell, there are a pair of metal doors.
Shall we tie a rope to the bed and descend?
Is anybody hurt?
I know Brian took some damage.
Yeah, I bitch slapped him with the ring hand.
Mm-hmm.
Because if anybody needs to spend hit dice, I can, let me see what it's called, do something that increases the healing from it.
So do you want?
Inspiring leader.
Do you want to take a short rest and you can spend hit dice, or do you want just Helga to run around touching me?
Yeah. Well, so I only have one bardic inspiration left, and it replaces that short rest. So I don't know if that doesn't matter and people are in good shape, then we can just go ahead.
I really want to know what this vortex is.
Yeah,
I really want to know.
That's not really on the map. That's not real.
Yeah, I think we went and looked at it, and it turned out it was like a lamp.
Yeah, it's a lamp.
Oh, damn it. Okay, never mind.
You love lamp.
Thanks for telling me. So I guess it kind of depends on Brian if we need a short rest or not, but I'm good to go. I'll just lay on hands if he ends up needing hit points. Let's go. Let's go.
I'm ready.
Okay. So you guys are climbing down?
Yep, we'll flash a rope to the bed, and for anyone who doesn't have climbing features, we'll have a way up, too.
I mean, I'm at 80 health points right now. How long do we say it takes us to go down this hole? Because I have a ring of regeneration. I get 1d6 every 10 minutes.
It doesn't take you that long to get down the hole, but I'll give you... You can go ahead and roll 1d6 one time.
Yeah, if it's 10 minutes, then I can choose up to 6 allies to get 15 temporary hit points.
You're going to talk us up. You're going to Tony Robbins the party.
Exactly. Here's what we're going to do. We're great. You're great.
I have giant hands.
It's your time.
I have giant hands. Hold on one moment. I will be right back.
We're going to step away for a moment. Also, be right back.
Okay.
How dare you?
So how many hit points are you missing now, Brian?
I am down. 91, 35.
Okay, let me see how many I have really on hand. I have 55, so I can heal you up and then still have 20 left over for this encounter. So, yeah.
I mean, if you think that that's what's best right now.
Well, yeah, you're like on the front line, so, and everybody else has good HP, so it's no big deal.
Right, and I have mass cure wounds too.
Oh, cool.
So, but while we're sitting around, I will give a really great pep talk, and all 6 of us get 15 temporary hit points.
Nice.
Thank you.
You are appreciated.
I'll go get more cider. I'll be right back. I need D&D fluid.
Okay, I am back. I know that Billy and Seal stepped away, so we'll give them a minute.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Before we start, I want to show you guys something awesome that I got the other day. I got the coolest Christmas order.
Nice.
Oh, that's cool.
And
Wow.
if you push the power button,
And that,
it'll stop in a second.
Nice.
that's pretty cool.
I think it.
It's a Hallmark ornament.
Really? Huh.
Yeah. It's the 2021 special ornament this year.
We noticed when we were in Boston and driving up to Maine, it's a little weird, but they have like year-round artificial Christmas tree stores in Massachusetts. Very. We passed like two of them. It's very odd. The other thing that I noticed that was really weird, so we were driving through, we took the coastal trip from Maine all along New England back into Salem. And they have, we kept passing these stores and I kept looking at the sign. It would be like so-and-so's color shop or this company named Color Store. And I'm like, what the fuck is a color store? And so we finally passed the last one and it said Color Store and Flooring. And it finally dawned on me, like, it's a paint shop. They sell paint. But they keep calling them color stores. I'm like, huh, that's a weird New England colloquialism. And there's a Dunkin' Donuts on literally every street corner.
Man, where's the Tim Hortons?
Right?
We kept count. After a certain point, we kept count. And in one day, we saw like 37 Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah. I counted.
Just driving around Boston.
From our gate to the baggage claim in Logan Airport, I counted 5 Dunkin' Donuts in the airport. So, yeah, they are.
That is how you franchise, my friend.
Right. Yeah, they are literally everywhere.
There's an SNL bit about Dunkin' Donuts in Boston. Like, I want to say like the Affleck brothers are in it with these really thick fake. Well, I mean they're real Boston accents, but like their obsession with Dunkin' is the.
Well, I didn't know that Dunkin's headquarters is in Massachusetts, but man, they're like everywhere. More Burger Kings than there are McDonald's was a little weird too. And I can tell you, don't bother getting breakfast from Jamba Juice in an airport. Is really the lesson here. So we got 2 of their sausage and egg sandwiches, and I don't know why Kate did this, but she ordered a large cold brew coffee. And I mean, cold brew coffee is disgusting. I don't know why she did that, but anyways, she keeps hoping that at some point it'll be better, but she just keeps doing it, and it's never better. And I got a smoothie, $42 friggin' dollars. And the sandwiches were smaller than a hockey puck. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Yeah, we spent more at Jamba Juice on that shitty meal than we did going out to dinner in Maine to the restaurant on the boat. Insane. So anyways. So you come down the stairs, and the metal doors are just like medical doors. You just push and they open up. And in this room, this is the laboratory. You see a couple of things. The first thing that you see is Doctor Klause Lorfenstein over here at a table with surgical instruments on it. You see this chair behind him that has straps to strap somebody down to it. Wait, why is that? Oh. Over here on the table behind him, you see a jar filled with some mysterious liquid right here. And there is a brain in the jar. Now, let me see if I was smart enough
It
to
looks refreshing to drink.
put... probably not.
Oh. Dang. All right. Never mind.
So it's not Gatorade.
It is not Gatorade. And every once in a while, from the brain in the jar, you see bubbles rise from the brain, like it's breathing. And it seems like it's moving of its own accord, like a Jell-O mold. Down here on this table, you see a headless, well, it's a corpse without a head. It is a woman, and she's naked. And all of the limbs and around the breasts and the legs have all been, they're all different parts that have been stitched on. And then over here on...
Skinny?
You what?
Is she skinny?
Yeah. Well, yeah, she's...
Maybe I will willingly sacrifice my head.
She's wayfish. She's going to have some scars. And over here on this table, you see a very large thing. It's skeletal, and but its arms are like extremely long, and its hands are larger than they should be, and its fingers are extremely long. And last but not least, on this back wall here, there is a shelf that looks almost like a viewer for x-rays, but instead it has a hand-drawn sketch diagram. And the sketch, the main thing that sticks out is that there is a very well done anatomical sketch of Maisel's head. And there are diagrams on how to cut along the top of her head to pull off the skull cap to extricate the brain.
I'm flattered.
Well, he's busted now.
When you step in...
My Uncle Frank's cabin.
When you step into the room, Dr. Klause says, Oh, you're not supposed to be down here. You're going to ruin the surprise.
Yeah, I would say that's happening.
Surprise ruined.
What would you guys like to do?
I just want to, Carrie just wants to casually walk around and start poking and looking at stuff. She's like, oh, don't mind me. I'm just taking the tour.
Okay, where does Carrie want to move to?
Well, Carrie's is going to walk towards the shelfy area, and the brain jar's over here.
Brain jar, yes, correct.
That's the direction Mike wants to go. He wants to go tap the brain jar.
Okay. And of course, Mike starts tapping the brain jar, and Dr. Lorfenstein is like, oh, no, please be careful with that. Be careful. Mike, when you tap the brain jar, the brain reacts and kind of wiggles and almost like it turns in the tank, like if it had eyes that it was looking at you. And Dr. Lorfenstein says, Maisel, Duchess, would you please, since you're here, you might as well just go ahead and get into the chair.
Let's see. I'm going to
I gotta say.
Carrie's will tell Basil, go ahead, he seems trustworthy.
He's an all right guy.
Can I just stab him with my rapier?
You could do that, yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna.
It's completely
Is there any objections from the party? I'm gonna look around and look for oh no faces.
I'm gonna be right here next to you, being like.
Everybody can just kind of give me a wink that this is an okay plan. Okay.
Carrie's kind of gives you a shoulder tilt and a head nod,
Fair.
Whatever floats your boat.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna stab him.
Okay, go ahead and
This should be. He needs righteous smiting.
go ahead and make an attack.
Man.
I'm sure something terrible is gonna happen. Are you guys ready?
Yeah, big, slender man hands thing.
Yeah,
Probably gonna come to. Let's kill it.
Those pictures of my head on the wall are really unflattering, and it pisses me off.
We have a zero tolerance policy for bullying.
Yeah.
So we're gonna murder you now.
So that's 16 to stab.
That hits.
For 7 points.
So you go up and just stab him right through. He's wearing a leather, butcher's apron. And you stab right through him. And he's like, but, you're going to ruin the wedding. And he dies.
I'm sorry, what now?
He says, you're going to ruin the wedding.
I'm sorry, what now?
When that happens, this is about to get complicated.
Everything wakes up and starts to kill us.
Right.
Perfect.
I call
What
it
if the creepy finger hand thing is at him?
Ooh, there's more. There's extra.
Yeah. There's going to be some shit and some things.
But wait, there's more.
It'll either be an epic battle or we'll all die and it'll be the end of the
Or both.
Or both.
We
Okay.
all go to Valhalla with honor.
If I don't make it out of here, whoever does can have my Duchessdom.
System.
It's not my dukedom, it's my Duchessdom.
Okay. Here we go. Well, that's handy. So the boneless. The brain.
Anybody got from the dead?
Hold on here. And then I think I might need another book. Let's see here. Yeah, this is going to be an epic battle.
Hey, Chris.
Yeah.
So I know that the cursed item, or not cursed item, but whatever it was, item that we got last time, the effects, the benefits of it wore off, did the negative part of it wear off too, or just the positive side?
Just the positive side.
All right, so I still like to bully things. Okay.
Hold on here.
10,
This guy.
10 minutes of awesome strength, now I have to bully everyone all the time.
All the time.
Wood rage.
Pretty much. Just don't look inside my pants.
Yes, third book.
And now I have that song in my head. Do, 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 do.
So, when you stab this guy and the doctor falls dead, there are like these gated doors that are only about knee high, and they appear that they are chutes. There was one here, there's one here, and there is a refuse bin, or really a sink, here. The first thing that happens when you kill him is that these bins open up, and there is a chute inside that looks like it is probably refuse bins for disposing of body parts. There's blood smear all over them. Out of them come these creatures known as boneless. They are corpses that have had their skeleton removed, and they are just now floppy jello molds that they come out. And some come out of the wash bin as well. The other thing, Mike, you are startled that the brain in the jar becomes exceptionally active, and you realize that the brain in the jar can detect sentience, has magic resistance, and has Chill Touch, Mind Blast, and innate psionic spellcasting. The headless flesh golem that's not complete gets up off the table and looks towards Maisel. It is not complete, and so only has half of its hit points. And last but not least, on this table, the bone claw creature stands up. He is the big bad, and you get the sense that the whatever soul Dr. Lorfenstein had seems to have transferred into the bone claw. Usually bone claws are something that happens when a wizard who tries to become a lich fails. They may come back as a bone claw. In this case, Dr. Lorfenstein has failed and has transferred his essence into the bone claw. Everybody needs to roll initiative.
Just did it. 15.
Okay.
I don't seem to be on the thing that I can.
Oh, you guys probably can't see yourselves, huh? Hold on. I need to re-add you.
Okay.
Because
we have been subtracted. Oh.
Hold on.
The shade. Agony.
Yeah. Roll 20's dumb. There you go. You should all be on the initiative stack now. So Pepperell got a 15, right?
Yep.
There you go.
Let's hope that's the only one I roll.
What did Mike get?
There we go.
All right. So let's see. It looks like Carice got the highest. All right. And Maisel got a 12. And there's Brian at the very bottom.
Yep.
So, Carice, what would you like to do?
Let me double check my measurements. Okay, should just be outside him. I'm gonna have to do it off this guy. Okay, centered off this guy.
Centered off which guy?
This guy that's just below the big bad.
Okay.
Which one's the big bad? The top guy?
Well,
the guy?
I would say this guy up here is your biggest concern, the bone claw. This is a half-finished flesh golem with no head.
Okay, well, I'm still going to start with this bottom corner. So, starting with that guy, I'm going to center on him. I'm going to cast Storm Sphere.
Oof, okay. What's the radius on Storm Sphere?
20 radius. That's why I'm going off of him, because if I go off the flesh golem, I'll end up hitting other people and missing other people.
Yeah, so Storm Sphere, is that a Tasha's spell?
Xanathar, page 166.
Okay. I think this is probably the most epic D&D battle I've ever done. I got all the books out. Let's see here. I think Carrie used to cast Storm Sphere every once in a while. 20-foot radius sphere of whirling air springs into existence and on a point you choose. Remains for the spell's duration. Each creature in the sphere, when it appears or that ends its turn there, must succeed on a strength saving throw or take 2d6 bludgeoning damage. The sphere's space is difficult terrain. Until it ends, you can use a bonus action on each of your turns to cause a bolt of lightning to leap from the center of the sphere towards one creature that you choose within 60 feet of the center. Make a ranged spell attack. You have advantage on the attack roll if the target is in the sphere. On a hit, the target takes 4d6 lightning damage. Okay. So, first, the two boneless and the flesh golem need to make, what was that, strength saving throws?
Yes.
Okay. So the flesh golem fails with a 7. The boneless
should be that.
The boneless got a 16.
That is the save.
Okay, so the boneless save, but the flesh golem does not. So the flesh golem will take the bludgeoning damage.
All right, so 2d6. 11.
Okay. So. Oops. I'm sure that if the golem had a head, it would be like, nah.
And I get to use the lightning on this bonus round, correct?
Correct.
Then I will use it to hit the flesh golem.
Okay.
And you said advantage if he's in the sphere?
Yep, you have advantage.
24.
I believe that probably hits. Yes, it does.
That hits?
Yes. He has a whole whopping 9 for AC.
Nice. Oh, there's... There we go, there's the flares. That's going to be 18 lightning damage on him.
Oh, okay. So the flesh golem's not looking too great. It now has holes in it, and it's one of its arms is hanging literally by thread.
How tall is the ceiling in here?
20 feet.
Then Carries will use her wings to fly up into the air 20 feet over here.
Okay.
So I'm in the sixth room, but I'm up.
Okay, let me give some wings to you so that we know. Ping. There you go. You got some wings. Those are angel wings. You're definitely not angelic.
No, they're bone wings.
Yep.
And that will be her turn.
Okay. The bone claw sees Carice go up, and you hear a tink in its codpiece. The boneless. Let's see here. The boneless make slurping, dragging noises. And these are going to move 30 feet in this direction. 30 feet in this direction. Ooh, ow. Not quite enough. Yep. This boneless is going to make an attack on Helga. Let's see here. He makes 2 slam attacks. If both attacks hit a large or smaller creature, the creature is grappled, and the boneless can use Crushing Embrace. So, his first 2 slam attacks. That's not going to work. An 8's going to miss. 23 to hit Helga.
Yeah.
Okay. For a terrifying 1d4 plus 3 damage. So 4 bludgeoning damage to Helga. This boneless is going to...
For the folks that were not here when I said I gave everybody a really great speech and we all got 15 extra temporary hit points.
Oh, okay.
If you haven't added it to yourself yet, do that.
the other boneless is also going to attack Helga. First slam is going to miss with a 12. Second slam, 23 to hit for 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
They're just jealous I still have my bones.
But they can fit in a handbag.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true. They should really look on the brighter side.
These two boneless are both going to come over and attack Mike. First one, 2 slam attacks. Is going to miss with a 12. 25 to hit on the second one. For
hits.
4 points of bludgeoning damage. The next one, 26 to hit for 4 points of bludgeoning damage. And second attack misses with a 13. Pepperell, what would you like to do?
Oh, I gotta measure some stuff here.
Yeah, this room is busy.
Let's do this, then like that, then like that. Okay. 60 feet, wall of light.
Okay.
Whoops, that's not the shape I meant to draw. Hold on. Draw freehand. There.
Okay.
Bonus action to put the hex on the nearest boneless.
Okay.
And wall of light.
So what does wall of light do?
Shimmering bright light. I make it horizontal, 60 feet long, 10 feet high, 5 feet thick. When it appears, Constitution saving throw failed is 48. It is a con saving throw. Where's the number? Well, it would be my proficiency, 18 con saving throw.
Okay.
And it's radiant damage.
21 to save.
All of them? Dicks.
So those are all the boneless. So they save, but they are in the light. Does it give them disadvantage while they're in this light?
If they miss their save, they'd be blind. They still take half damage. Not blinded. And then I can shoot beams from it next turns.
Okay. So how much? So they'll take half. So how much do they take?
10 each.
Okay. Which is actually pretty good. Hold on here.
I don't know if they're vulnerable to radiant or not, but it's the best way to control the terrain and hit them all.
They're not vulnerable, but that was still, even with half damage, that was considerable.
And then I'll move closer to this guy so he starts his turn in my cloud of flies.
Okay, let me see. He has resistance to poison, so on his turn,
he'll take 3.
He'll take 3. Okay. So yeah, remind me of that. And let's see. Okay. Mike, what would you like to do? There is a brain in a jar and 2 boneless attacking you.
Looking at them, does the fish brain seem more attack worthy than
So,
brain?
being a Minotaur barbarian and you're realizing that this thing can recognize sentience, you feel like, I mean, the boneless are frightening enough, but your barbarian mind is like, this brain in the jar is the bigger threat.
Did the brain make it safe?
Oh, I didn't save for the brain. Hold on.
So can I pick up the jar and like smush it?
Yeah, so let's see here.
Cast salad bowl on it. You know,
So the brain does not save.
He takes 21 and he's blinded if he's susceptible.
Yeah, I don't. Let me see. Is he susceptible? He has blind sight out to 120 feet, so.
Okay. At least he takes 21.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Mike is going to rage.
Okay.
As Mike does. And I guess I'll smash it with my axe.
Okay.
Sounds like what one should do. Uh, 22 to hit.
That hits.
Uh, 13 damage.
Okay.
And
It's-
second attack.
The jar is rather resistant.
Okay. Good job. 24 damage. And... Ooh. 23 damage.
Oh, your second hit. So your first hit, your axe clings on the jar, and you can see that there are cracks forming in the jar. Your second hit, you hit it, and the jar explodes, and this brain goes slopping out onto the floor, dead.
Can I smush it under my hoof just to add to it?
Most certainly, yes. You now have brain on your hoof.
Squishy. Okay.
All right, Helga, what would you like to do?
Am I grappled still?
No, they didn't grapple you because they didn't succeed on both. In order to get the grapple, it has to hit with both of its slam attacks, and neither one did. So.
Okay. I'll attack this one first with my axe.
Okay.
19 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, cool. And it said if it's undead or fiend, I get an extra 2d6 radiant damage. Are they undead or fiends?
They are undead.
Okay. So it looks like 8 slashing damage and 4 radiant.
Okay. It is still up.
Okay, I got another attack. I'll use the same thing. And I got 13 hit. No, wait, 14 hit.
That hits.
Okay. So I got 9 slashing and 8 radiant.
So you dice this boneless up into small chunks, and it is done.
It's a bunch of cutlets now. All right.
Anything with a bonus action?
No, not at the moment.
Okay. Miss Maisel, what would you like to do?
I would like to try something I've never done before, so if it turns out I can't do it, I'll be really sad, but that's okay. I'm going to polymorph into a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Holy shit. So, fuck. Okay.
You said the ceiling is 20 feet, so I should just make it.
Yeah. Yeah. So, actually, I might have something for this. Let me look through my library here.
You don't need to put a Tyrannosaurus Rex on. I can imagine it.
I was going to say, I thought I might actually have one. I don't, but I don't think I do.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So, Rex, I'll just consider myself Rexed.
What's the...
Sure.
Do we know what the size on Tyrannosaurus Rex is? Is it huge? Let me look.
Let me see.
Huge beast.
Huge beast.
Mesosaurus Rex.
Mesosaurus Rex.
So Maisel becomes a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Just out of nowhere. I've been training while you guys were away.
Your Halloween costume. It's really awesome.
I get real bored in my castle, so this is what I've been learning how to do.
Due to the short arms, I don't think you have a bonus action.
I'm going to bite a Slender Man.
So, but you can't, right, but you cast, so that was your action. So on your next turn, you could bite.
Okay.
Okay. So, wow, that really definitely,
Right.
yeah, that definitely gets the Bone Claw's action. So the Bone Claw, and I don't, oh yes, I did. This is what a Bone Claw looks like.
Yes.
Like skeletal Freddy Krueger type shit.
Mm-hmm.
He, if an undead could be startled, he's startled at the transformation of Maisel. And obviously, I mean, this is the soul of Dr. Lorfenstein. His ultimate plan has kind of gone in the dumper at this point.
Maybe you should just run away.
And in his current state, he's...
He does not believe in magic either, remember. So
right.
He must be blowing his fucking mind.
Right. Right, there's that. And also in his current hideous state, he's pretty sure that Dr. Mordenheim isn't going to love him. So he is going to make 2 piercing claw attacks on Maisel. First piercing claw. Well, that's a pretty good roll. 27 to hit.
I'm pretty sure everything's going to hit. I have a really low AC as a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, they're not hard to hit.
Yeah. So yes, that's a hit. I just want to get a few bites in before I die. I'm really pissed about getting chained into this marriage. I'm not an ideal wife.
So you take 17 piercing damage.
Did you say 15?
Wait. 17 piercing.
17.
And the Tyrannosaurus is moved towards the Bone Claw and is grappled.
Now, does the no more than one size larger than you apply or not?
Well, the Bone Claw is large.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. So the Tyrannosaurus is grappled. The escape on her turn will be DC 14. While a claw grapples a target, the claw can attack only that target. So the Bone Claw is going to make its second attack. Soft 20 to hit.
Okay.
For an additional 26 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
That's rough. And hold on, I got overly exuberant about killing Maisel and discombobulated my shit. Okay, so that is the Bone Claw. The Flesh Golem. So at the start of its turn, it's in the sphere. So does it need to make another save? Mr. Billy?
Oh, the Flesh Golem? Who are you asking?
I'm asking Carice, Billy, if the Flesh Golem starts in its turn in the sphere, does it need to make a save for the Storm Sphere?
I thought it was at the end of its turn.
Okay, so, all right. Yeah, that makes sense, because he's probably going to want to move.
Yeah, end of turn.
Okay. So he is going to move out of the sphere and attack Brian. And it is Berserk.
It's a reaction, right?
No, because he's
This
making
would be a scenario where reaction gets used?
He's making an attack. He hasn't done anything yet. He's moving into attack. So he gets to make
But
two.
if I have reaction to like something that moves, I could use that now, right?
Why do you get a reaction if something moves?
When an enemy you can see moves within 5 feet of you, you can use your reaction to spend one of your superiority die to make one weapon attack against that creature.
Sure.
If the attack hits, add. So.
Sure. Go
I
ahead.
use one of my superiority die.
Go for it.
Sweet. Son of a. I'm going to assume a 12 doesn't hit.
A 12 does hit.
Oh, it does?
Yes.
Sweet. That was unexpected, but I am happy. Okay. 24 damage.
Okay. So the Flesh Golem, he comes in to attack you, and you just swing your sword and slice the Flesh Golem in half, and it drops.
Nice. Wow.
Brian.
Yes.
What would you like to do? It is your turn.
Okay. That was awesome. I did not expect that to go that awesome. Something it paid off being last. All right. All right. Then I will. Wait, do I have enough movement to get there? Oh, that's close. Is my movement from the center of my character?
Yeah, roundabout, yeah.
Okay, I can move to there.
I would say that's close enough. You could get to the Bone Claw to make an attack.
Okay, cool. Then I will do that. And I will attempt to attack.
Okay.
Does a 21 hit it?
It does.
All right. I would like to make this a goading attack.
Okay.
+13. I really got to learn what these things do without having to look them up every time. 22 damage.
Okay. Let me...
And then it has to make a DC... what is it? Wisdom save. Added that in. DC Wisdom save 16.
Okay. $21 to save.
Oh, it made it then. Darn. I was trying to make it have a harder time attacking with its grapple.
Right. Yeah, it still has the Tyrannosaurus in a death grip.
If I had succeeded, it would have had disadvantage at least.
You get another attack, though, don't you?
Yeah, I have 3 more.
Yeah.
Wait, a reaction isn't anything like a bonus action, right? It's just separate altogether?
Correct. It's its own thing. So you would get 2 more main hand attacks and 1 offhand attack as a bonus action.
All right, then. All right, then. In that case, I will attack again. 18 to hit.
That hits.
All right. If I have the dice, the superiority dice, I can try again for the thing, right?
Yeah.
All right. Then I will try again to do the goading attack.
Okay. So how much damage did you do?
I did 19 damage.
Okay.
Rounded up wrong there. 29, 19, same thing.
Yeah, whatever.
All right, the 19, it's another DC 16 save.
Okay. No, 15 to save. So what does that mean? He can't attack anybody else?
Well, he can, but any attack he makes on anybody else is at disadvantage.
Okay. And so your third attack, or so your bonus action attack, you can make.
No, this is my regular attack. Next one would be bonus. This is regular. I have 3 regulars and then 1 bonus.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so another regular attack.
No, these 19s are driving me crazy.
That hits.
7. Keep rolling 19. I'm like, come on, where's my 20 at? Where's my 20? Alrighty. And yeah, there's no point in doing it. I'm imagining this thing can't be scared.
It is immune to charmed, exhaustion, frightened, paralyzed, and poisoned. It has resistance to cold, necrotic, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical attacks.
I figured as much. Oops, that's not right. Wrong dice. Okay, now 10 points.
Okay.
And then this would be my bonus. And is a non-magical weapon. Another 19? What in the hell? They mock me on anything other than attack rolls. Attack rolls, 19, 16, 15.
So if this is a non-magical weapon, it'll take half damage from that.
Okay. What's half of 9? Is that 4 or 5?
It would be 4. All right.
Yes, my turn.
Okay. All right. Back to Carice.
Alright, so to start with, I will use my bonus action to lightning zap the big guy.
Okay.
Not message. Soft 20.
That hits.
26. Ooh, crap. 15 damage.
Okay. Man, this thing's got a 15-foot reach on it. Jesus. Okay. And then for your main action, what would you like to do?
I'm going to fly in this direction. We'll go over to here. And I will use Scorching Ray again.
Okay.
And whip off first one at this guy.
Okay.
Uh, 19.
That hits.
2, 12, 17 damage.
Oof. This guy catches fire from the inside out and burns into a puddle.
Third attack, I'm going to do it this guy.
Okay.
27, I'm going to assume hits.
Yes.
10 damage on that sad roll.
Okay. He's still up.
We'll go ahead and do the third one at him also.
Okay.
Ooh, nat 20.
Double damage.
Come on, big roll. 28 damage.
Okay, and he is burned into cinders. Any more movement, or?
Nope, that was all movement I needed, bonus, and pain. That's a round.
Okay. So the boneless, these two up here are going to make their slam attacks on Mike. So 2 slam attacks each. 22 to hit.
That hits.
For 6 points of bludgeoning damage. And the second slam attack, 16 to hit.
You said 16?
Correct.
That misses.
Okay. The second guy. Oh. God, can they go prone? Jeez. Yeah. So this boneless goes prone. And will make his second attack at disadvantage. And misses with a 9.
My clap.
Let's see here. There is another boneless. He's going to make 2 slam attacks on Pepperell. He has damage resistance to poison, so he's going to take 3. Is that right?
Correct.
Okay.
The first tentacle is a 27 to reduce the damage.
Okay. So his first attack, he only gets a 12 to hit.
Okay, so then I want to roll my other 2 to see if I grapple it.
Okay.
10 probably misses in reaction, and 23. So I don't counter grapple him.
Yeah, his second attack was only a 9, so. Okay, and he's not armed, so. Well, I mean.
I would want the literal interpretation of disarmed, such that their arms are ripped off.
Right, yeah. Just tear off the goo. Pepperell, what would you like to do?
These 2 that ended their turn in the wall take 4 die 8, which I rolled was a 22.
Okay, so this guy is dead. This guy is dead.
And then I will use the wall to shoot a beam at Scully Bone Claw Dude.
Okay.
And that is another con save, DC 18.
Okay. He got an 11.
Or sorry, ranged spell attack. Sorry. Let's make a ranged spell attack, see if I hit. 23 to hit ranged spell attack.
Yep, that gets him.
Okay, he takes 23 radiant.
Ouch.
And
Okay.
the wall gets 10 feet shorter.
Okay. Okay.
Done.
Okie doke. Mike, what would you like to do?
Oh, my bad guys are dead. So you got that guy and like that guy?
Yep. Fucking kill stealers.
I guess Mike will run over and beat the shit out of that guy.
All right.
I can do a horn thing, can't I?
Gore.
I can do something about my horns.
Yeah, you could do a charge and a gore.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do a charge and gore as a bonus action. Does 18 hit?
It does.
Damage
Okay.
from my face. And then do I still get my attacks?
You do. Yeah, I would say you do. But he only took 7 points of that because your horns aren't magical.
This is true.
You know, Maisel turning into a Tyrannosaurus reminds me of that Eggo commercial with the little girl, the 4-year-old. This 4-year-old refuses to wear pants. Do you want to tell us why? I'm a dinosaur. And she holds up her hands.
29 to hit.
Yes.
Uh, 15 damage.
Okay.
And a 16 to hit.
That hits.
22 damage.
Oof. And the bone claw goes down. God, you guys hit hard. Helga, what would you like to do? Still got a boneless in here.
Okay, where's the boneless?
He's over next to Pepperell. The short, stubby legs.
Curse these stumpy legs, I yell.
Shins of the father.
I'll skip over there 25 feet. And I guess I'll throw a javelin because why not?
Okay.
Alright. 8 probably doesn't hit.
No. An 8 misses.
Yeah.
You can throw another one. You got another attack. You can throw another one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's 21. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
And we looked it up earlier. I thought it was a D6. Yeah.
D6 plus your dex modifier.
Okay. So 4 points of damage to the bone.
Okay. Okay. Maisel the Tyrannosaur, what would you like to do? Careful where you step. You're not going to be able to get dwarf out of your toes very easily.
I know. Hazel is going to petulantly walk over here because it's all that's left. And I guess attack with my bite.
Okay.
So that's 21.
Yep, that hits.
And 27 points of piercing damage.
Jesus. So
is it still up?
No, that is the end of the boneless. You just clamp down and taste rotting flesh in your mouth.
That's fine.
And that is the end of the boneless.
What's the duration? I'm just going to walk around like this because I'm real annoyed I didn't get to kill Slender Man. So I'm just going to clump around grumpily.
I think it needs a mint.
Yeah, and look for some gum.
Ram the wall with your head.
Yeah.
So,
If a Tyrannosaurus Rex can pout, that's what I'm doing. It lasts up to an hour. So yeah, I'm gonna pout as a Tyrannosaurus Rex. You have
put an end to Doctor Klause Lorfenstein's plot to turn Maisel into a walking flesh golem. And you don't know whatever. You have not run into Adam, but as you come back up out, you pretty much likely decided that this is not the accommodations that you were expecting. So you step out of the house. It is roughly midnight, and you can hear a bell ringing off in the distance. And the wind has picked up, and it is a very chill wind. And you start to feel snow hitting your face, and a blizzard is moving in across the land. And you notice off in the far edge of your distance that the mists that surround Lamordia have grown thicker. The borders of Lamordia have closed. And you are now trapped in Lamordia. You all get a level. And if you don't already have one, everybody gets an inspiration point for your tactical awareness on this particular final battle. You kind of made short work of a very difficult situation.
Yeah, it was like 2 rounds.
Yeah, there was a lot of stuff there, and you just walked right through it. And I would say, hang on to your characters once again. We will... What level are you guys now?
12.
12?
Yay, 12.
Yeah, hang on to your characters. There may be another one-off in the future. I mean, certainly Halloween next year, but I don't know. There might be another one in between there where we just decide to take a break and do 1 or 2 sessions to revisit these characters and the domains of dread. I know that it's a little bit early from what we normally do, but you have completed the adventure, so you are now level 12. There was no real big loot to be had from the house, unfortunately. I guess I could give you a +1 bone saw. It's a +1 chest separator.
Bone saw is ready.
Yes.
Is the mansion ours now since we killed that guy? Do we get his house?
I suppose you could take over the house, and it comes with a gnome butler who's kind of creepy.
We're trapped here. I mean, what else are we going to do?
Yeah, you don't have anywhere else to stay, so you might as well stay here. So yeah, your characters are currently trapped in the domain of Lamordia. And from what you've gathered in your short time here is that this guy, Dr. Lorfenstein, was not the Dark Lord of Lamordia. You have the suspicion that the Dark Lord is actually this Dr. Victra Mordenheim.
At the college, or?
You haven't met Dr. Victra Mordenheim, but you do know... You know that everybody in Lamordia seems to really... everybody that you've met seems to really look up to Dr. Mordenheim for her medical expertise and things like that, and her fantastic inventions. She is the reason why Lamordia has the steam capability that it does. You haven't aside from yourselves, you haven't seen anything overtly magical here. And you suspect that Dr. Victor Mordenheim may actually be the Dark Lord of Lamordia, the way that Strahd was the Dark Lord of Barovia. But you haven't run into her. You know that Dr. Victor Mordenheim lives in Schloss Mordenheim, which is a cragged island off the coast, probably about 2 miles from Ludendorff. And so we will plant your characters here and pick up possibly again in the future with another one-off. Or I don't know, maybe in the future we'll do a Lamordia campaign.
That'd be fun. I like spooky things.
All right, well, I'm glad you guys enjoyed it, and we will pick up next week back to Tyranny of Dragons, the final episodes of Tyranny of Dragons. So when we landed in Portland and we were getting our baggage claim, the outside pouch of my suitcase was literally ripped open. The zipper was busted. The liner of the suitcase was ripped and torn, and the contents were missing. And the contents that were originally in that pouch was Storm King's Thunder and Ghosts of Saltmarsh and my grandmother, the book Edelweiss bookmark that my grandmother gave me from World War II, and and the photos that we had taken from our whale watching trip were in there. And so I have already replaced the 2 books. I mean, those are the easy things to replace. But I'm troubled in having to put value on the other 2 items. I mean, I don't know how to value that. But Southwest Airlines wants me to put a value on them, so I don't know. I got to give it some thought. Part of their customer service was to give me 100 hours or give me $100 voucher towards a flight of my choice. And I'm like, if you guys treated my luggage this way, what makes you think that I want to travel on your airline even for free? But, you know, I don't know. Maybe a carry-on bag down to Vegas might be in my future.
You should send him a picture of Dr. Evil and say $1 million.
Yeah. Oh, man, I was fucking pissed. I will tell you that. I was... But yeah, the way I look at...
You know any antique people that know stuff? Like, I know people that know, like, a couple weird things, not bookmarks.
Yeah, I've got a couple of people that I could reach out to. I was just pissed off because, I mean, you know, being a baggage handler is not that difficult of a job. I mean, labor-wise, yes, it's tiring work. But there's not really a whole lot of complication to it. You pick the luggage up, you put it where it needs to go. And the most difficult part is figuring out where it needs to go. And that's done by the computer because they scan it with a laser gun. So...
Are you sure it's TSA being shady? Like, they might have stole your shit on purpose.
Yeah, no, it was not the TSA because it wasn't a carry-on bag. It was already checked. So it was the baggage handlers. I'm guessing it probably happened in Denver. And I can tell you Denver Airport is a fucking horrendous. It is horrendous. Although I will say that physically it's not as bad as St. Louis. St. Louis is, oh my God. The way I described it was it looks like a recently remodeled demilitarized zone.
I was there once. Yeah, it was pretty weird. And there was somebody checking everybody in to go on their flight. And she was like, listen, y'all. I rule this thing. And I'm like, whoa, what's going on over there? She was like really telling everybody, like, you better do what I say all the time.
Their landing strip,
it was weird.
Their landing strip has fucking potholes in it. So when we landed, the plane is like bouncing like we're on a gravel road. And I look out the window and you can see the potholes in the landing strip. I'm like, yeah, it was absurd. Yeah, St. Louis is really bad, but Denver is just a pile of shit. Like they had no idea what they were doing when they built that. I don't know what they were thinking. One of the funny things...
Trapped for 2 weeks once in a really bad blizzard. Like, it was one of the worst ones. I lived there at the time, and it was just... I pitied everyone via DIA for 2 weeks.
Ugh. That would be terrible.
Yeah, awful.
Yeah. So I guess when they built Denver Airport, so this was their crown jewel in 1995. Originally, they were supposed to have fountains when you come into the concourse. And they, $4.5 billion, and they get done building this airport, and they go to turn on the fountains. Literally, this happened. They go to turn them on, and then realized that they didn't plumb them. And so they were out of money, and so they just filled them with potting soil and put plants and trees in there, and then hired this guy to go around and water them manually by hand. The other thing, they have a high-speed tram. They put their terminals are like 20 blocks apart. It's really weird. But they put this, they put on a high-speed tram that can take you from one end of the airport literally to the other one, and it's so fast, it'll get you there in 30 seconds. But if you are carrying skis or golf clubs, the main reason you would go to Denver, you can't ride the tram because they didn't put in any carriage system to hold the skis or golf clubs. And because the tram moves so fast, you have to be able to hang on to something. And so if you have skis or golf clubs, you can't go on the tram. It's the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life.
It's so freaking far from Denver, too. It's like such a long ride, and they don't have like a train that goes from there into Denver. They just have the train that goes from like the airport to like, I don't know, like parking kind of area.
Yeah, there's a shuttle.
To listen to does it still have that stupid ass message that's like, howdy, all ye?
Yes, yes, they do. Yes, they do.
That's so embarrassing.
Yeah, Denver Airport's pretty bad. Yeah.
It's very weird, extremely strange. And then you walk through that one part and you just hear a bunch of Native American chanting and you're like, what the hell is that about? It plays 24 hours a day, and it's because they built it on a burial ground. They literally did. And the tribes were like, okay, cool, but you have to have like this museum thing there and you have to play the tape of our music chanting. So
yeah,
I don't know. I just wandered into there and didn't know what the hell any of it was for. So like, oh, okay, so we're on the Native American burial ground right now. My flight's gonna go great. I just know it. Got a good feeling now.
Yeah, it is the most bizarre, stupid airport I've ever been in. But yeah, St. Louis, as far as maintenance goes, oh boy, you better have some paddle tires on your airplane when you land there. All right, guys, I will see you next week, Saturday at noon, to begin finishing out Tyranny of Dragons.
Chris, how long do you think we have left in Tyranny?
I would guess, well, man, you guys sometimes surprise me. On the long end, I suspect that there may be 2 or 3 sessions, but you guys might surprise me and there might only be 1 or 2 sessions. So anywhere from 1 to 3 sessions, I would say. Probably somewhere in between like 2 sessions. If you are planning for the next campaign, which will be Storm King's Thunder, if anybody is planning on playing a Dragonborn, let me know. I have the new Fizban's Treasury of Dragons, and there are some new things in there for Dragonborn lineage, race abilities kind of things. So let me know.
I will pull the trigger, and my character, I'm going to go ahead and do the Witch Sorcerer.
Okay. Okay.
With the interesting backstory.
Okay. So yeah, I'm looking forward to Storm King's Thunder. We're going to start it with level 1 characters. We will be doing the whole story. Storm King's Thunder is weird because it had some options to roll characters over from other campaigns. But that always, I mean, it always comes up weird when you do that because your level disparity is like all over the place. So, all right, guys, I will see you next week.
Have a good one, Ray.
Have a good one, guys.
Later.